Hey everybody, it's Anjanette from AJ's Personal Touch. How you all doing tonight? First of all, welcome back to my subscribers and welcome on in to anybody else who's here. I wanted to come on and I guess give a little update and do a couple openings I have here. One is Happy Mail Slash with an order. And yeah, just the update. I have not been feeling well. I am not really not sick. I'm exhausted. I can barely get up the last couple days. I have been in contact with someone who has COVID. I'm not sure if I was in contact with her before or after she came in contact with whoever gave it to her. More than likely, I was like right after she came in contact with them. So as my husband keeps telling me, think positive, and I'm thinking positive. The day that I found out was I had a sore throat in the back of my throat, but not really sore, a scratchy throat, and a headache that was just, sorry, I got something in my eye right now. A headache that was threatening to become a migraine, and that was last Monday, this past Monday, and it stayed that way basically until yesterday. And got a lot of sleep yesterday. We've also had a kitten who had a kitten. Well, she was a pretty small baby. We think she was still a kitten when she got pregnant, but our teeny tiny outside cat who got pregnant and she had her babies. And she had them on Wednesday, we believe, because she went missing. We couldn't find her anywhere. And my husband was looking all over the neighborhood trying to see where she might be hiding to have the babies. Next morning, he goes outside. She comes running up on the porch because she's hungry. And then she goes back to her babies. She had them right underneath his bedroom window. Him and I do sleep in separate rooms. I've explained all that before. Um, but right underneath his bedroom window, which is where my irises are planted, which they bloomed early spring, and they'll usually come back and bloom again in late summer. But the foliage is all still there. And so it's this huge foliage. It's one of her favorite places to go on a hot day to stay cool. And she can be in there with nobody knowing she's there, which is what she did with the babies. Now, she did, after they were born, she cleared out a little ways. You can see some of my stalks, well, not the stalk parts, but the leaves are cracked off, and there was a big opening where you could actually see her, where she had been completely covered the day before. So she's now up on our porch in a comfy box um, with the babies, and she's letting us help her. She let my husband help her move the babies. It was raining, so she decided she wanted to bring them up in a box. And she had two in the box when he went outside right after the rain had started. And he said she looked at him like, please help me. So he did. He helped her get the rest up. Everything's been fine. I changed out her box yesterday to a bigger box and one that we put a carpet in the bottom, and she has her towels to bunch up. So she's doing really good. Um, and we're just making sure we feed her every couple hours, which right now, yesterday and today, that's been a little bit rough on me because my husband's been working. Friday, I didn't feel as bad. I did better with her. I went out almost every 2 hours after he left for work, making sure she had food and could take care of the babies. But the last 2 days have been really rough. Um, so, anyway, that's where I'm at. So, for everybody waiting for prizes for me, I was hoping because um, my tester top, which I can't show you what it looked like when it was done. I've already taken it apart. I never took pictures for the testing part of it because it was way too big. And the designer had to make some new notes and stuff for her design. And she actually let me run numbers for her, which I felt really privileged because I love this designer so much. And then she was sending it to her own tech editor. Um, she did tell me today that the numbers did help her, but I told her, I love the top, so I do plan on remaking it because I want it for myself. So, yeah, I promised to do pictures and everything when I redo it. So I couldn't, like I said, I couldn't even show it to you right now. It's in pieces. I decided to leave, I was doing it in two colors. She makes it in one. So like one of the colors I put into a ball on the one side. The other side I just separated the two colors so that when I'm crocheting it will just unravel what I had done before as I'm crocheting the new one. I figured that was easier than just putting everything into balls. So that anyway, with the COVID exposure and everything, I don't want to send out prizes and gifts until after I've gone past the 2 weeks. And of course, I will make sure, we've been making sure that everything in the house is disinfected and everything. So before I touch anything, I'm making sure that I'm using my hand sanitizer and everything. So I don't want to send the boxes out right now, just in case I may possibly have it. My doctor, my specialist say they don't want me to test until I have uh, symptoms that are more than just a slight headache and a scratchy throat. Now, if it was for sure a sore throat and a migraine, then yes, they wanted me to go in, but they weren't quite there yet. So, I will call back tomorrow if I'm still feeling as tired as I am, even without the sore throat and that. I'm going to call and see what my doctor wants me to do. Um, so yeah, that's my plan for tomorrow. Although I also just want to take a muscle relaxer tonight and sleep all day tomorrow. But I really don't even need to take that to sleep. But I need the muscle relaxer because my back muscles have been killing me. Um, I have my bad disc in my lower back, and it's been really acting up lately. So I don't know if I'm going to take it or not, because if I do, then I probably will not be calling my doctor tomorrow. I'll be calling my doctor on Tuesday. Um, Either way, I will talk to my doctor tomorrow or Tuesday. But I will not be sending stuff out now, probably until the beginning of August. So everybody that I owe something to, and especially Ella, if you are watching this from No Catchy Name, I have the yarn here because her and I did a yarn swap, and you're going to see what yarn I got from her. That's why I said I had mail that was kind of an order and Happy Mail, because I actually ordered a bag from Ella, and I told her I had just ordered the bag, so go ahead and put the yarn in with that, so she wouldn't have to pay shipping twice. So yeah, I have that sitting here. I have the prizes that I have waiting to go out. I have it all written down for who gets what. I have everything in the box. I've already gone through and picked out what I'm sending, but I still have to make stitch markers. I was planning on getting those done after my shirt had to go in, and then I wasn't feeling the best, so I have not got them made yet. I have been crocheting a little here and there. Oops. Sorry about that. I put my movie on hold, and I thought maybe I should have known I was going to be on longer than it holds it. Anyway, sorry about that. Um, anyway, yeah, I just have to make the stitch markers, which I've made a couple, so I only have a few more to make. But with that said, let me show you what all I have here. Um, First of all, I have just a small unboxing from Annie's. They had, yeah, okay, never mind, from Annie's. they had free shipping last weekend. And y'all know I'm trying to work for my stash and not buy any yarn. And so I can use a couple tape measures for some notion bags, maybe for some gifts. So I love their tape measures that they have. I can't see ordering, and what just all this is three little tape measures and paying as much as you have to pay for shipping. And y'all know I can't drive and everything, so it's not like I can go somewhere and find tape measures all the time when I need them. Last time I was at Hobby Lobby, I did get um, a nice one there, but it was 50% off. But they didn't have these kind. So, and I fell in love with the one as soon as I saw it a couple months ago, and I was like, I have to have it. So as soon as I saw they had no shipping, free shipping for the weekend, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna look at the tools and things. Now, what I noticed is I don't know if Annie's is getting rid of their like crochet and knitting tools section, or if maybe they're just running out of hooks and things because of COVID and everybody not getting their deliveries on time, and it's just hard to order things for them to keep in stock. I don't know what's going on, but I know I used to get like all my Susan bait hooks there and stuff, and now they are almost all wiped out. So so yeah, their hooks. What else? What else was I looking at? Stitch markers, um, all the different kinds of tools just seem to be almost gone. And you have a choice of maybe one or two, like in a whole hook set, unless you buy the whole hook set. And they don't even have as many hook sets available as they, used to. And then I looked at their clearance yarn, and their clearance yarn really wasn't, it's the same yarn that they've had for a while. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on there. I do usually go to Annie's more for patterns and things, but they have my favorite scissors and they still have those in stock. And I'm kicking myself in the butt for not getting another two pair, because you can get one pair for $3.99 or two pair for $6.99. And it used to be two pair for, I think it was $7.99 or eight something. I can't remember. I'm thinking $7.99. So yeah, it's only saving $1, but still that's, better than nothing. So when you think of 3.99, that would have been, if you buy two of the ones for $3.99, that's $8 basically. So um, yeah, $1 off. But kicking myself for not getting two more pair, but I have three pair because I gave one pair to my good friend Nadine. So without further ado, here is one of stitch markers I got that looks like a ball of yarn. I think both of these go to 60 inches. There was another stitch marker that I liked or stitch marker. There was another tape measure that I liked that they had, but it only went to, I think, 40 inches, and it cost a lot more money. And it was in the shape of here's the second one. It was in the shape of a unicorn. So I wanted it, but when I saw it only went to 40 inches and it cost more than any of these, I was like, no, no. And then of course, the other one I got is their kitty cat, and this is an Annie's exclusive. And I just had to get it because you guys know me and cats, so I had to have it. And then, of course, you got, it is a ball of yarn. I got the kitty cat playing with the ball of yarn. So one of those will probably go in with gifts. Or I may send it down to my friend's daughter, who is, she crochets, and I had just learned that when she came here, and so I made her some stitch markers. I gave her a special hook from me. And yeah, that was really cool. Plus, I'm going to go through my grandma's sewing stuff and look for her other daughter who sews and for, things that both of them might be able to use. So, as far as what I got from Ella, I bought this bag. When I saw it, I had to have it. Kitty cats with computers and keyboards. And there's I know there was a mouse on here somewhere, but I can't remember where it's at. At least I thought there was. I have used this once. It was last weekend when I was trying to get my top done, and I put just one panel in there to work on it back and forth from a family party we were going to, which was for my friend's dad. He turned 80 this year, so, and that's where I had been, where I saw her daughter, and plus it was really cool. They got an Airbnb, which turned out to be 4 houses down from mine. Actually, 3 houses down on one side of the road, and five on the other side of the road. There's like 5 houses before I would get to it and cross the road. So it was really really cool. And she said she loved the house, and that more than likely when they come up here again, she will probably see about renting it again, which would be really nice. We got to go and have breakfast one day, and that so far her and her other daughter are not sick, which we all thought that they would probably get COVID really, really quick because they live down in New Orleans and they made the ride back home last Sunday and got home on Monday, and that's when her youngest had really started getting sick with COVID. So we all expected the other two to get COVID, and she told me, she promised me she would let me know if they did, and they have not. I just talked to her yesterday, I believe. I sent her pictures of the kittens. I was like, just something to make you smile, and as of then, nobody was sick, but she was more concerned about me because she knows about my health and everything. And because it was an outside event, I didn't put my mask on. And then when I went down to say goodbye and to give her daughter the stitch markers and that, I also didn't wear it because, I mean, and I really wasn't around her daughter as much. I stood close to her just for a couple minutes to give her what I gave her, and when she looked at it, but then they were so busy packing, she was just in and out and in and out. So hoping that because of not having a ton of exposure to her, that I'm going to be fine. Now, the yarn that I swapped for with Ella was this one. And if you remember my knit crate um, from this last month, from June, this is called Cucumber. And it's a Euro U yarn from Knit Crate. And it is 34% cotton and 35% linen, 19% lyocell, and 11% nylon. And it's a sport weight. So 351 yards per 100 grams. Machine wash, cold, dry, flat. And it takes an E4 to a 7. So 3.5 to 4.5 millimeters in a crochet hook. And US 3 to 5 knitting needle, which is 3.25 to 3.75 millimeter. So I got her two, swapped her two. Hanks with me for yarn that I'm sending to her. Like I said, I have the yarn set aside, all set to go. And of course, I'm going to put a couple more goodies in there for her because I just like doing that. And I'm going to get them sent out as soon as I can. And I do apologize again, Ella, that they're not out already. If I was feeling better, I would have had them out. So, again, I am sorry. And then I ordered this in her next bag update because this is not the original one I wanted. The one I wanted had sunflowers all over it, and I figured I could put it in the sunflower bag that was so graciously given to me um, by, I can see her name in my head, but I just can't, for whatever reason, it's just not coming out of my mouth. I know OR something girl. Um, OR Cinnamon Girl, I believe, sent me back. If you go back, it's like the second Happy Meal I ever got. For some reason, I kept thinking that um, Donna's mail that she sent me was my second, but no, the second was from her. And you'll just see when I open it, I was completely blown away from everything that was in there because one of them was just an amazing, amazing project bag that I never expected. So I saw that Ella had, I wanted to get a notions bag for that bag because I had one for the other bag that I got from Ella, and then for one of the drawstring bags that I got for Ella from Ella. And I love notions bags. I just love them, and I want to have one in every drawstring bag that I have. And right now I don't, which is another reason why I'm buying tape measures and things, so that when I get a notions bag for everyone, they each have their own tape measure. They each have their own scissors. They each have everything they need. But while I have this bracelet that I have shown on here a long time ago, which has 6 inches on it, it's a ruler with 6 inches, and then the centimeters on the other side. As long as I have that, I know that I can always measure. Um, but yeah, I'm trying to get a notions bag in each one of my nice. I have some not so nice drawstring bags, which I don't need them in there. But all the nice ones, like all the ones I got from Ella, I want to have a notions pouch in. So this is what I got. I knew I had to be on there right away if I wanted to snag the sunflower one, but I happened to be starting to feel so yuck. And I happened to fall asleep sitting up, and my alarm went off. And I was like, oh, my alarm. And then I said, oh, she's putting up bags. And I had it set for 15 minutes ahead of time. And I fell asleep again. So when I got on there at 6:30, that one had been gone, but this one was still up, and I love this one too. I love the mushrooms. I love the flowers. I just love her quilted bags. I love everything that Ella makes. She sews so nicely, and these bags are always so nice. And they're quilted. So if you're ever looking for a bag, check out No Catchy Name. I will try to remember to link her below. Yeah, I'm just not the best at that while I'm not feeling good. And I'm hoping I didn't show my whole address on there, but if I did, I guess crazy me. And I'm not going to go back and look. If I did, I accidentally did. And I guess I shouldn't have said, oh, I may have accidentally done that, because now if for some reason somebody wants it, they can go back and find it. Um, but anyway, the last thing that I have to show is I am swapping stitch markers with Ellie Leva. She had come on a live of our last, was it our last one? No, it wasn't the last one. The last one was with Pink Sheep Design. She came on the one before that when we were doing stitch markers and asked if all three of us, Kaylin and Ambi and I, would want to trade with her. As far as I know, she had gotten in contact with myself, asked me how I could get a hold of Ambi, and I put her in touch with Ambi. So I figured she already had Kaylin's email, but I know that her and Ambi are swapping. I'm pretty sure once she got a hold of Kaylin, she was swapping too, because we had all said that night that we would. So these are the stitch markers she sent me. I do have her stitch markers done. I just haven't sent them out yet. Again, I wasn't sure if I was completely done but I know I have a couple of them made already that I made after I found out her favorite colors and all of that. I don't always, right now, I don't have everybody's favorite stuff. Um, like the ones that I made for my friend's daughter. Her favorite color is purple, and I do not have a lot in purple, but I did use what I had and I added them onto different colored, like the cat charms that I have because she loves cats. So I made her like almost basically a whole set of cat charms, and then the one with the cat paw and the cat head that I have. If you go back and look, I had cat heads and mice heads at about the same size. I gave her one with the cat head on it. And then I also gave her one with a heart that says made with love. And all of them had a purple bead dangling on them or had a whole bunch of beads on a dangle. And she just loves them. Her and my friend, they're like, oh, you need to sell these someday. I don't know if I will or not. I have pictures that I took of them that I need to post on either my group page on Facebook or I'm on my Instagram. I need to open this neater, but she had it really taped up, which is a good thing, but I try to tape mine up as well too. But sometimes I have a hard time. And it's funny because I have a letter opener, a special one that I had made, and I always forget that it's over there. So, oh, thank you. It says thank you with the kitty, kitty. I think I have ones like this at one point in time. Black and white, my baby. This would look, it almost looks like the mama kitty outside, which of course it looks like a tiny version of my cat in here, but with long hair. My baby doesn't have that long a hair, and either does the one outside. Oh, she gave me some tea. Bigelow Perfect Peach, which I have never tried that before. I am not a huge peach person, but I have been learning that if I at least give it a try and taste it, that I tend to like some things that I thought that I wouldn't. And when it comes to tea, I will always try any tea that is sent to me. Always. And this is just Bigelow green tea. Oh, with pomegranate. Yum. I love pomegranate tea. I actually was drinking some the other day. She says, thank you for a stitch marker swap with me. Hope you like them, Ellie. I am sure without even looking at them that I will love them, Ellie. I love stitch markers so much. I know when I go on and find somebody online that I like who has them that I just want to buy as many as I can. So I just find price wise, there's some people that I can't afford very many, but I always try to buy at least one from people when I see that I like their work. Oh, pretty, pretty. Oh, that's a plain. Okay. I thought there was only two here, but there's three here. Separate them so that I can show you. This one has a kitty cat, and she did the yellow beads. See, I do those. I tend to put the kitty at the top, though. Although I don't know if I've done the kitties. I have not done the kitties with the long beads. I normally, the ones that I have, little ones like this, which are not plain metal. They've actually got colors, so I like this one. I haven't seen this one before. I haven't seen this one anywhere before, actually. But I can hang a bead from like their tail, so I usually have the charm and then I hang the bead from the tail. But I absolutely love this. She did ask me what my favorite color was, and I have not had a lot of yellow stitch markers. So besides the plastic cat heads that I have from Pink Sheep, I don't think I really have any other yellow ones. So I love, love, love the kitty and the butterfly. I just love butterflies. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? For those of you who've heard me talk about my grandmas who have passed, actually, both grandmas and both grandpas have passed. My grandma that I was the absolute closest to was the last one to go, and that was about 8 years ago. Anytime I see a butterfly or a hummingbird outside, especially if it's a purple or blue butterfly, I know it's my grandma coming to say hi. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that butterfly. You have to tell me where you got that. I just love that. And then here is just a little yellow dainty flower. Look at that. I need to get some of those seed beads too. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Just a little yellow flower. I love these. I absolutely love them. Thank you so, so much. I will cherish these. I hope you love the ones that I'm sending you. And again, as soon as I can send them out, and I know that I'm not going to be passing any cooties or anything along with them, I will get everybody's things out to you. So again, thank you so much, Ellie. I love them. I love every last one of them. So with that, I am going to let you guys go. My throat is starting to get that little pinprick feeling in it again, but I'm just tired. I couldn't sleep last night because I was in too much pain. So the big issue with all of this is both the feeling down a little bit and feeling like I might possibly be getting sick. My husband says it's in my head because of knowing that um, I came in contact with somebody with COVID, but I was already starting to feel down, and it was from going and doing so much while my friend was here. So I think it has more to do with that. Honestly, I really don't think, that it's being close to her daughter. I really don't. I think it's just more that I run myself down so much and I worked so hard on that top and then kept working and ran numbers, which took, a little bit and just never gave myself a break because besides that, on the blessings page, I have a secret pal Christmas in July secret pal going on, and I'm running two different games on that. One where they send gifts 3 times in the month of July, and one where people who can only afford to do it once are sending one gift. So yeah, I've been pretty busy, and and of course with the babies outside, that's keeping us busy too, because Mama needs to be fed, like every 2 hours if we can. So yeah, I've been busy. But with that said, I am going to go and I hope to see you guys soon. I did not mean for it to be so long before I put a regular video up. And I had both of my lives last week, and I was really, really grateful that I was feeling okay to do my live on Thursday with Robin. We had so much fun. If you missed that one, you need to go back and watch it. We just had so much fun. And last Tuesday, I did it with Terry from Nana's Crochet Ideas, and her and I had fun when she could stay on. She was having issues, and we figure it's because of the wildfires that were close to her, because she lives in California, and she was like one of them was only about a mile from her home that day. So yeah, she kept on getting knocked off. But with that, guys, if you want to go catch up, that would be great. If not, I do have some magazines that have been sitting here that I need to flip through with you guys. As soon as I find where I put them, I thought of doing that one tonight, and then I was like, no, I got to get these bags up. My cat loves to chew plastic, and especially these types of bags. As you can tell, there's like chew marks right here. So I try to keep them put away or opened as quickly as I can so that I can get them in the recycle bin so she can't chew on them anymore. Anyway, with that, I am out of here. Have a great night, everybody, and I hope to see you soon. Please remember that you matter, that if you're having the worst day of your life, if you're feeling like crud like I am, and you just think that nobody cares and nobody's thinking about you or whatever, just remember there's somebody out there who is. Always remember that you matter and know that I think you matter. So if you are having an off day and you just feel like talking to somebody, send me a message. You can email it to me, which will probably take me the longest to see, but you can also message me on Instagram or you can message me on Facebook, and all of that information is down below. And if you can't find it below, it's on my community. No, it's not a community. I don't have the community page yet. I don't have enough subscribers. I am working. I'm trying to get at least 500 subscribers so I can have my community tab, but it's on my information tab. Um, it's all on there as links, I do believe, to get to my Instagram or my Facebook. Maybe not Facebook. I think Facebook is on there too. So, yeah, you can message me either of those places and I will get that a lot quicker than an email. But my email is on there too. And that's another thing I want to do, and I haven't had the time to do it, is I'm going to make a second email with AJ's Personal Touch. So it's going to be like AJ's Personal Touch 2 at gmail.com. And I'm going to make that the email that my blogs and stuff go to, so that I know that when I'm opening up my AJ's Personal Touch at gmail.com, that it's all going to be stuff that has to do with my channel or my business, or, important, and not all the blog stuff and all the stuff that I get, from the designers every day, because that's what takes me so long, is reading through all of that stuff and trying to get to the important stuff. So if I can separate it somehow, I'm going to do that. So that's what I plan on doing, is making another email. Um, and that's going to take me a little bit of thinking power, so I haven't done it yet. I still haven't sent out the email to the publishing company that I want to see if I can read their book online. But it's because this year I've just been sick a lot, and then I've got to make up so much time with the crochet that I have going on. I have so many whips and so many things at the beginning of the year that I was like, yeah, I could get this done before Christmas. And now I'm going, oh, it's past the middle of the year and I only got the first 2 months done on that. I need to get my butt moving. So, and I do need to get my butt moving. But now I have a sample crochet that I need to do, and that comes first and foremost. Everything else will be filler in between, because I will need to take a day or two, of rest from it here and there, because, once you're doing something for so long, it gets monotonous. So when I start feeling that, then I tend to not want to pick it up. But if I can pick something else up and work on it, and especially if I can get something else done, then I get so energized and I'm ready to go again. So, with that said, last thing, remember, you are gorgeous, you are beautiful, you are handsome. Don't let anybody ever tell you otherwise. Just remember that. Love you guys so much, and I will see you soon. Later.